Hi there guys, Dan here from Blues Guitar Beginners again, and today I want to kind of continue on from where the last lesson left off. Now, I walked you through a solo all the way up here in C sharp minor pentatonic. Now, what I want to talk about today is getting the most out of licks. Now, we see it all the time in guitar magazines and online, learn this great lick, learn this great solo, and it's no good doing that unless you're going to take the licks and apply them over everything you can. That's how you learn how you can actually use the licks and how you will then absorb them into your own playing and your own soloing, okay? So there's two things to really understand. First of all, what did you learn the solo in? So in our case, we learned the solo in a minor pentatonic and more specifically the C sharp minor pentatonic shape, okay? Now the C sharp minor pentatonic starts up here on the 9th fret. Now, this is going to go way over your head if you've got no idea what a pentatonic is, so you need to go back and learn that step first. But if you've been playing around with a pentatonic, this should make sense to you. So then, of course, you need to then know within that solo that you learned, where was that in relation to your pentatonic? So for example, the first lick of the solo we learned was, okay, now I'm looking at that and I'm physically seeing that the pentatonic shape within that lick that I played. I can see that these notes are a pentatonic shape, okay? So what's going to happen is I'm going to be playing over some backing tracks, okay? I'm going to take a couple of licks and play them over two very different types of backing tracks, okay? But both of those backing tracks are going to be in the key of A minor. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move my pentatonic shape down to A minor. So now we're dealing with this area of the fretboard. Same shape, but now on A, okay? Now, before we even get started, make sure that you can sit there and play through that solo in this key. Okay, so if you need to be able to do that first, because that will tell me and it will tell you that you can visualize the solo, the shapes within the pentatonic. Okay, so now then, what I'm going to do first, I'm going to actually play over an A blues type backing track, okay, and I'm going to take the first two licks, okay, I'm going to take this lick, and I'm going to take this lick. Okay, and I'm going to get the most out of them I can. Okay, so have a look at this. So hopefully what you're hearing, what you're seeing is that I'm only using those two licks. As the chords change underneath, it's kind of helping me out a hell of a lot. It's making it easier for me. I'm doing the same lick, but the chord is affecting the sound, okay? Okay? I don't even need anything more. Be a bit more creative with it. Maybe start splitting the lick up into two. Start putting two bits together. You know, whatever you want to do really, but you see, I'm only using the two licks, okay? So rule number one, that's how we're getting the most out of it. I'm just doing it over everything, over every beat, over every chord change. It should absolutely work over everything, and by simply trial and error, you'll get used to that. Right then guys, so here we have a second backing track, A minor again, okay? And I'm going to now take the second of the two licks, okay? Sorry, the last two licks. So I'm going to be taking this one, the bend, and this one. Get as much out of them as I can. Here we go. So. We can be a bit more creative potentially. Okay then guys, so as you can see, with just 4 kind of relatively simple licks, you can actually get a hell of a lot out of it. It relies on a couple of things, like I said. It relies, one, on creativity. So, you know, don't be afraid. Just try something. That's how you're going to work out if it works or not. You know, with backing tracks, now I've provided both of those backing tracks with this video, so you can actually try and play along yourself. Now, if you find backing tracks that are in the key of G minor, or E minor, or F minor, or whatever, simply move that pentatonic shape into the right place. So, for example, for G minor, move it to G, and then your minor pentatonic, and try the licks out again, okay? It will work over any rhythm, whether it's blues or soul or funk or whatever the hell you're playing against, okay? Because we have built it from the correct scale, okay? So you can't really get it wrong. That's the idea. So I want you to try and be as creative as you can. Give it a go. Try it for yourself. If in doubt, just play through the solo, okay? And then gradually you'll kind of hear what works and what doesn't. So, good luck with that, guys. I've summarised it in a PDF file for you, and I hope it all goes well.